that you don't have enough time for things that really matter. That's what the research showed in the college. They wrote the top 5 things that matter to them. And on the other side, they wrote the top 5 things they spend their time on, and they couldn't match up them at all because they didn't match up time. The days are so evil that it allows you to spend more time on things that don't matter. We spend more time on things that don't matter. We are so distracted today. So distracted that there are some areas of your life that God wants to use, and He wants to use you in a different way, but you don't have time. You don't have time. You got to find time to study. Man, I got to find time to pray. You got to find time to read your Bible. Where has time gone that you got to find time now all of a sudden? Where did time go? Time to ran away because you always got to find time. Yeah. Always. You hear all the time people say, I got to find time. But what I don't understand is if you look at your life a little bit closer, you'll find time. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. See, we spend time. Yeah. Time didn't leave. We spend time. But what it is when we choose to spend our time. Right. I got to find time to read. I got to find time to study. I don't have time for that. But we got time to be on 2-3 hour phone conversations. Internet got us wired up. MySpace and Facebook and everything else, man, we can't get off the computer. We got the phone now. I carry the computer with me now. You know, I don't have to have the whole computer now. I got the phone. I can do everything from my phone. All throughout the day, I'm on my phone, man. I'm on my phone, on the internet, doing emails, doing everything else. You got time for all that. But then when it's time to start, I got to find time. I got to find time. I don't seem to have enough of it. This is what Paul is saying. He said, redeeming the time for the days are evil. Meaning in these days, there are so many distractions out there to distract you, to take away your time, that you don't have enough time to do what's the will of God. That you don't have enough time to do what the will of God is. What 16 says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. 17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. So what's the unwise man? The unwise man is the fool. The fool is the man that don't know what the will of the Lord is. With his time, he does this and that and that. He goes out, he parties, he clubs, he's drinking, whatever he does, that's what he do with his time. Unwise. But don't be unwise. Understand what the will of the Lord is. And when you understand what the Lord has put in your heart, what He has purposed you to do, then you start applying your time to what He called you to do. Yeah. But you got to first be wise. You got to first know what God told you to do, what God called you to be. Amen. If God called me to be a teacher, there's no way I'm going to be a teacher if I don't apply the time into studying, going to school to become a teacher. If He called me to be a teacher, but I'm always out hanging out, and on Friday nights, this is where I'm going to be, and during the week, I'm over there, and my time is not directed into my purpose or the will of God, so I can't become that because I have directed my time somewhere else. Amen. So Paul recognizes this with the Ephesians, and he's talking to them, and he's saying, redeem the time, because the days are evil. The days are evil. We never got enough time for situations and things of God, but when it comes to God, it's I don't have enough time. But when the phone rings, how many times can we tell somebody I don't have enough time? You know, call me back, or I'll call you back. We take that call. And then it ends up being a 2-hour conversation. And then when you come back and God says, hey, I want you, it's just, I got so much to do. Well, you was over, redeeming the time because the days are evil. If my marriage is having issues, then I got to give up something because some time is being spent somewhere other than at home. Yeah. Say that. Some time is being diverted up somewhere else than keeping my family together. The days are evil. That means something is out there trying to steal your time. Yes, sir. Always. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Haven't you heard that? Yes. Something is always trying to eat away your time. And if you don't do anything, it will just take all your time and you will spend your time doing nothing. What will you become? When will you become what God called you to be if you just spend your time doing nothing? Redeeming the time because the days are evil. So how do you redeem time? How do you redeem time? I've heard somebody say you can't make up time. When time is gone, it's lost. You can't make your clock go backwards and say, I got this back now. No, you can't redeem time. So how do you redeem time? How do you redeem time? Let me tell you. You make better use of the time you have.
That's right.
All right, sir. Make it plain,
you make
sir.
better use of the time that you have.
Yes, sir.
So you cherish that moment when you're with that special one and you know you ain't got but 2 hours to be with them and then it's going to be time for you to go. So every minute counts.
Yes, sir.
You make the best of your time. See, your past belongs to history.
Yes.
Your future belongs to God.
That's right.
But what you have is the present.
That's right.
The present time. That's what God gave you, was a gift. That's why it's called the present. You have that.
Man.
So what you do with that will dictate your future.
Yes, sir.
I can't do nothing about the past no more. It's history. I can't rewind the clock as much as I wish I could rewind the hands of time and go back and fix some stuff. If I had another chance, I would have done it differently, but I can't.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So I can't worry about the past no more.
Amen.
Now my future is in God's hands. I can't worry about 50 years from now if I ain't doing what I need to do today. What I got is the present. Now if I do what I need to do right now, I can help dictate my future.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, what you mean by that? What I do right now would dictate my future. Yes, that helps me dictate my future. If I'm out robbing and criming today, I can almost look for a future in prison or penitentiary, or if not that dead. I mean, because what I do now may harm my future.
Man.
So I got a present, and I got to take control of what I do now, because whatever I do now will help dictate my future. I'm going to go to school right now. I'm going to study this and study this, because 3 years from now I'm going to be this. I got to do something with my now.
Yes, sir.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
That's what Paul is saying. Redeem the time. Take back your now and start doing what you want to do with it. Stop letting time tell you what you can't and can't do. Do what you want to do with your time so you can control your future. Redeem the time.
Yes.
Because the days are evil.
Yes. Yes.
Get a grip of your present. Get a grip of what's going on now. No more can I spend so many hours on the phone and then the children are just going haywire. I got to find time to manage them. Because if I don't manage them and I'm doing other things, then they will grow up in a different route. Oh, you know what? You've seen it. You've seen children and people that grow up, and you can almost trace them back to their childhood and say, what happened back then?
That's right.
That caused you to be this way.
That's right. That's right.
So I got to control my time. No more time for hanging out with friends, and I left my family uncovered. See, the man is the covering of the house, and if I'm not at home, then the house is uncovered. So when stuff comes in the house, what happened? Where were you? Well, last time I was, your time was supposed to be over here, but since your time is over there, that's what the enemy does with us today. He distracts you over here with your time so he can sneak in the back door over there. If I can get you over here and chase the dollars, if I can put the money over here and get you to come over here, then I can sneak over here and get in your house and get in your kids while I got you distracted over there. Because I got you spending your time over there.
Help us today, sir. Help us today.
There's evil present in these days. Evil is present, and it's trying to steal your time. It's trying to steal your time. It's trying to occupy you over here with your time so it can take away something from you.
Yes, sir.
It wants to distract you so it can take from you.
Yes.
But no more.
Yes, sir.
No more.
Yes, sir.
Paul says, redeem the time. Get back your time and tell your time what you're going to do. Spend your time doing what you want to do so you can dictate your future.
Yes.
The days are evil.
Yes.
The days are evil. The days are evil.